businesses they are in? That is to our online audience. That's to our physical audience. To the online audience, you who is watching us online, I would also want you to go to the comment section and tell us, by the way, which is your biashara? Which type of business are you in today? And if you are to give me an elevator pitch, okay? Tell us more about your business and where your business is located. So let's go into the chat and let's keep that coming through even as we continue. The conversations here are ongoing, and I tend to believe even our online audiences, you are having this type of conversation and you are telling us more about your biashara and what you do. Okay, but also tell us where you're joining us from. I tend to believe that my customers in the room, you are good. Now you know the person you are seated next to. And number two, you also understand their business. I hope you have exchanged a card. I hope you have exchanged contacts, because part of these sessions is to ensure that we network and we are growing together. Okay? So we are excited to host you this morning and welcome to our 5th edition of M-Pesa Sokoni. We are in Nairobi region this week. And the focus of this session, which is Grow with Safaricom Business, is fueling financial growth through innovation. It's not about growth. It's all about sustainable, innovative growth. And last week I learned something, and I want to share with you something that I learned last week from one of our leaders in Greater Western. And she gave us the acronym of the word GROW. Okay? And if you are here and you are also watching us online, I want you to take a pen and I want you to write the word GROW. And this is what the word GROW means. The G means getting or get. Just write G, get. Get. And then R stands for ready. Get ready. Get ready. The O stands for opportunities. Get ready. O stands for opportunity. But I want you to add something there. After opportunity, add is. Opportunities, is or are. And then the W stands for waiting. Get ready. Opportunities are waiting. And you who have come here and you who is joining us online, please remember that this series is all about getting ready. Opportunities are always waiting. And we are looking forward to just do that, to demystify, to network, to help you scale, to help you grow, to ensure that your business becomes sustainable and we can fuel their growth. But above all, we will also have a lined up experts so that we can share knowledge and we can learn from each other. Grow stands for what? Get ready. Opportunities are waiting. And opportunities can be anything. Where is the need that you see? What need do you identify within your community, within your society, within the business, within where you live? Always remember, having an entrepreneur mindset entails getting ready. Opportunities are always waiting. And that is to all of us, those who are joining us online, as well as also joining us here in person. So today we are talking about growth, and growth is then just beyond your business growth. It's all about thinking about sustainable, but more so innovative growth for your business, the backbone of every economy. We have amazing guest speakers lined up for us this morning. And we shall be looking at some of the journeys they have gone through, from their entrepreneurship journeys all the way to solutions that we have under Safaricom, and we will be alluding to that. But over and above that is also giving you a platform and allowing you who is seated here and you who is joining us from online to have that opportunity to network and to help your business grow, because we need to get ready. Opportunities are always waiting for us. So it's a Friday, we keep it simple, isn't it? And we have it fun. And I don't want to belabor on that. Let me start off by asking a question, and I have a prize for you. One of the things I did not tell you is part of these sessions is having fun. So I have a prize for you. You who is here in the room, and you who is watching us online. And my question is very, very simple. What is Zidisha Plus? What is Zidisha Plus? Our customers online, I would want you to go to the comment and tell us what Zidisha Plus is all about. And the customers who are seated with me in this room, I would want you to tell me. There is a microphone in front of you. I would want you to pick the microphone and mute it and tell me what Zidisha Plus is all about. What is Zidisha Plus? Thank you. There is a microphone in front of you. Tell us your name, your biashara, as well as also what Zidisha Plus is all about.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Penny.
Yes, Penny.
It's a money market fund.
Money market, very good attempt. Thank you. Yeah, Penny talked about Zidisha Plus is a money market. Good. Thank you for that attempt. Good. Any other trial? Oh, yes, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Teresia.
Yes, Teresia.
The Zidisha is the service that is being offered by Safaricom to the SMEs.
Zidisha is a service that is being offered
to the small business.
To small businesses.
For the SMEs.
Okay, what does it entail?
It entails giving service to the SMEs through loans, all those kinds of.
Through loans and other things.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a hand of clap, isn't it, for the attempt, as well as also to you? Well done and thank you. Let me challenge all of us in this room, and I want you to take your phone, and those of us who are watching us from online, I want you to dial *485#. *485#. Part of this, the reason we do these sessions is also to create an awareness. Are you on *485#? What is option number 1 that you see? Zidisha Plus. Select Zidisha Plus. What do you see below that? Yeah, voice and data. Voice and data. So in summary, Zidisha Plus is a communication plan that targets you who is in this room and you who is watching us online, and it gives you an affordable communication plans for yourself and for your employees, for your biashara. It is a proposition that talks to your biashara. Okay? A proposition that talks to your biashara. And these are some of the things that we will be taking you through at today's session. So it gives you conveniency, the flexibility. You have different options to choose from, voice and data, flexibility, as well as also cost effectiveness. To the online audience, did you get it? Okay, and I would request airtime to be uploaded there so that then you get that. I have a gift for you. I will surprise you shortly because of that attempt. So well done for that. Good. Now, let's get deeper into why we are here today. We said that we are talking about what? Growing, isn't it? Yeah, and grow is get ready. Opportunities are waiting. But even as opportunities wait, please remember that for this particular session, the theme for this session is fueling financial growth through innovation. And before we start off this session, I saw Lucille. I don't know whether she's... Okay, good. So allow me to hand over the microphone to one of our leaders who will then set the context. That is Stephanie Mwega. She will be setting the context into telling us more about the theme and also why we are here today. So Stephanie, karibu sana. But also as she comes on stage, I have a surprise for her. It is Stephanie's birthday. It is Stephanie's? Yeah. We can do something for her, isn't it? As she comes. So happy birthday, Stephanie, and karibu sana. Karibu.
He's saying, I hope I didn't get you off. Of course you did. I didn't expect that. Nairobi, welcome. Karibuni, good morning. Good morning. So I have a few things in common with Safaricom this month. It seems we're all celebrating birthdays. But my job is very simple. Mine is to welcome you, our wonderful customers, to grow with Safaricom Business. And so welcome for this morning. I really want to thank you for taking your time. Because we're all business people, we're running our businesses. And so for you to just take out some time and spend it with us, to come and learn more, interact more with us and the fellow business community, I really want to say thank you. So, growing Safaricom Business is something that we started in March last year. And now it's almost, well, beyond a year, so a bit of a baby. But we started it as a platform for businesses to really connect and to start getting access to insights, trends, discussions that are going on and vibrant in your community that matter to your business. It was also about making sure we give you access to technology, because that's a really, really powerful enabler for business. And most importantly, it was really about creating a platform where you can come and network and showcase your business, get access to other people, because we're in the business of business, isn't it? And so that's what Grow is all about. And so since last year, we've really gone around the country, across every region. And so we've gone through coast, we've gone through the mountain region, the Rift Valley. Last week, as part of M-Pesa at 18, we were at Greater Western. And so we're winding it up this season with this Nairobi edition. And what we've really done is go not just through Grow, through forums like this, but really connect with people in the market. And so we've had a rig go around the country, and within every major town we've made stops where we'd visit customers and, you know, small business people, micro businesses, enterprises. And so for us at Safaricom, it's really a journey with you. We really take time to connect with our customers on the ground, not just connecting from HQ where we are at MJC today, to really pick insights of what's going on in your marketplace, what are the challenges you're facing, what are the opportunities where we can partner together. And so for us, this platform really then takes your insights to life. And so when we're coming to speak to you about some of the common things we've seen, things like access to market, access to credit facilities in a way that makes sense to then propel you to grow, you know, quicker, faster, better, more smart. Access to simple digital tools and technology that can just help really digitize your operations, make you work smarter, make you access more markets anytime, anywhere. That's really what we've taken time to do and understand. And so today, what we'll really focus on is exactly that. We'll be speaking through some of those innovative solutions that we offer that speak to then the technology, speak to financial innovation. And that is why our theme is really around fueling your growth through financial innovation. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. And for us at Safaricom, our vision for Africa is to be the leading purpose-led technology company by 2030. And so a huge part of our mission and what we live every day is really around transforming lives and transforming businesses. So at Safaricom Business, how we then bring that to life for you is really across 4 pillars. We're all about connecting, protecting, we enable, and we transform. And you're going to see more of how we do that with the solutions that then help you across all those 4 pillars to then build sustainable businesses. I was looking at some statistics about, you know, small and micro businesses. Did you know that about 70% of small businesses fail or have to shut down within the first 3 years? That is the status of business in our country and across Africa. But I think when I sit here and thank you, Chris, for starting it up the way we always start. It's all about taking that challenge and turn it into opportunity. And so for me, when I sit here and I was just watching and observing how people are, talking about their business, how long have you been in business, what do you do, what can you offer, what can you solve? For me, it's really a room of problem solvers, number one. People who are ready to set trends and really innovate, such as providing solutions that then speak to our customers' challenges across the country. For me, this room then, therefore, represents the top 30%. The people who won't be the statistic. You're going to be the 30% that then live into a legacy business beyond the 3 years. And Safaricom, that was how we began. This year we're celebrating, we're almost at 25 years. But that 25 years has been a journey with everyone across this nation. All the businesses that we're seeing in this room are part of the 50+ million people that have made Safaricom who it is today. And so for us, growth then is really a journey of partnership. And so what we want to do with you is then take that long-term vision of growing together. You know the African saying that says, if you want to grow or go somewhere quickly, you go alone. But if you want to go far and for many years into the future, si tunaenda pamoja. That is what Safaricom Business does. And so for us, we're really here to help you grow sustainably, quickly. We're giving you access to people. We're giving you access to the latest insights and trends that you need to know about that are affecting your businesses, as well as the networks of people that you've been networking with here today and online. And so that's what we're going to be covering today. I'm really looking forward to the conversations. We're going to keep this alive, even online. Let's take the opportunity to then look at how we're going to be propelling our business far into the future. I'm really looking forward to doing that together. And so for me, it's just to welcome you, to thank you. This year, we have 3 birthdays. Safaricom Business, we're a teenager, hi. It's our sweet 16 this month. And so we're going to be celebrating each one of you. You've made us, we're the teenie now, we're 16. We have our M-Pesa family, who are turning 18. Sasa wako na ID. Sasa waende wafanye the real work. We've been doing work for 18 years, but the real work is before us. And then as the Safaricom fraternity, we're celebrating 25 years of transforming lives, working with you to power on to a really bright future. And that's what I see in this room. So thank you so much for your time. I welcome you to grow, and I'm looking forward to the conversations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephanie, for that. She talked about, we do 3 things. Can we remember the 3 things? I told you I'm a goodie man, so I have lots of goodies. And this also applies to our online customers. There are 3 things we do. We connect you to? We are connecting you to who? To customers. We connect people to people. That's connecting you to the person sitting next to you. Number 2, we are connecting you to technology, and we shall be looking at the different pillars. And the 3 pillars is we connect you, we protect you, we enable you, and we transform you. And then number 3, and the most important thing, is we connect you to knowledge. Connecting you to knowledge. And that will take us now to the next step, because we have a guest speaker here with us who will share their entrepreneurship journey. So connecting you and your biashara to people through networking. You are seated here. Please make sure that by the time you leave this place, you have connected. You have as many business contacts as possible from the people within. And you who is joining us online as well, tell us more about your biashara, because we can also network online. spell your business and what you do. Have an elevator pitch there. Then the second thing, we shall be taking you through part of the tools that we have and how we help you grow, leverage on technology to grow, to connect you, to protect you, to enable you and to transform you. And lastly, we shall be listening to a guest speaker who will be sharing with us a lot of their insights and journey, their entrepreneurship journey. But before we do that, before I invite the guest speaker, I had a winner. I asked you a question about Zidisha Plus, isn't it? Yes? Yeah, we got an attempt. It was a correct attempt, isn't it? Kindly come on stage. Kindly do come on stage because I have a prize for you. Let's clap for her. She comes on stage. Karibu sana. Yeah, two things. As you hold this microphone, tell us more about you and your biashara. This is the platform we are giving you to do that.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Teresia. I lead an organization called Baraka Women Center. That's a women-led organization. I do empowerment for the women. I give them skills. And the skills that we do dresses, beadworks, the material bags, and all the products that we make, we sell them. So our business comes from the women through entrepreneurship. We are located in Gara. We have also a business name called Baraka Mtindo Fashion Accessories. When you go to the Facebook, you see Baraka Women Center, Baraka Mtindo Fashion Accessories. And if you need any African attires, the best Maasai attires, and ours are cheaper. Because I know that you say that the attires are very expensive. No, ours are cheaper because we sell them so that we can be able to get more funds to continue training and empowering the young mothers. We also make the Kikuyu attires, the best African bags. Whatever we make things from Kenya. We make Kenya, we build Kenya, and we sell Kenya.
Wow.
I have a group of youth. I'm an addiction counselor. So after I help them to recover from addiction, I train them on skills and I employ them. So majority of my employees are the ones who have recovered, and mostly the young mothers. So kindly buy our products, buy Baraka Women Center products, so that we can be able to empower more girls, more young mothers, and the boys who are recovering from addiction. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, Teresia. A brilliant elevator pitch, isn't it? So well done. Just repeat, because of us who are seated here and our online viewers, where do we find you? So you talked about Ngara, but you also have a digital presence. So tell us more. Just remind us where we find you.
Thank you so much. I have said through digital, you can find us on Facebook. Facebook, just go to Baraka Mtindo Fashion Accessories, Baraka Women Center. Website, it's barakawomencenter.com. And also my number for the business, that is through WhatsApp, 0721 381 008. You can also talk to Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, because they are our marketers. Yeah. They can also connect you to us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Asante, 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 and thank you. Thank you so much. I have a token of appreciation for you, and this is a token of appreciation. As your business scales, we would want you to scale with this. So leverage on this tool. This is your present to you. Asante sana.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good. Those are part of the goodies that are here in store. I won't tell you what it is, but I'm looking forward to having as many of us, you who is also watching us online, together with you who is seated here. Please remember we have lots of goodies for for you. You only need to be keen. Just listen and then be the first one then to grab the mic and answer to the question. You who is watching us online, be the first one to comment, and I believe we will also be coming back to you. Good. So thank you, Stephanie, for setting the context in terms of grow. We are in Nairobi. We began this journey under M-Pesa Sokoni, and she alluded that. We began our journey in Mombasa. Then we were in Rift Valley. We went to Mountain Region. Last week we were in Greater Western, and that's where we learned what grow means, okay? And I want to appreciate our leader there, that is Gunilla. Thank you so much for expounding to us what the acronym grow means. And we said we will copy it with pride, and we will go on evangelizing and creating an awareness and educating our customers about what grow is all about. That is getting ready. Opportunities are waiting, or opportunities is always waiting. So it gives me pleasure this time to invite to us our guest speaker. As she comes on stage, and her name is Laura Chite, who will share her story on her entrepreneurship journey. You'll allow me to read her bio. It's a little bit longer, but very, very beautiful. So who is Laura? She's a visionary leader and an award-winning advocate dedicated to driving inclusive business growth across Africa. With over 2 decades of experience, she is a champion of digital transformation and entrepreneurship, holding influential roles at Microsoft and as a former CEO and CIO Africa. As the founder of Hanovation, a network that upskills women in ICT leadership, Laura actively works to close the gender gaps in tech industry. Her dedication to social impact has been recognized with multiple honors, including the Gender Mainstreaming Award for Positive Role Model in East Africa. As a sought-after speaker, Laura inspires audiences by blending practical insights with authentic storytelling, urging them to take bold, actionable steps. She is a firm believer in Africa's potential to scale through technology, partnerships, and shared purpose. Empowering startups, that is you and I. Some of us are probably in the growth phase, but in case you are a startup, so empowering startups, women founders, and SMEs to unlock new markets and fuel economic growth. And for our online audience, you who is joining us through Facebook, YouTube, get ready to be inspired. She has a story to tell us on her journey, on her entrepreneurship journey. So it gives me so much pleasure to welcome Laura on stage as she takes us through her journey and shares with us insights in terms of how we can scale our businesses and take them to the next level. So karibu sana, Laura.
On. Hamjambo. Be here to introduce myself again. I don't know what's happening to the mic. I don't think I need. As that profile was being read, I was wondering, who are they talking? Who are they talking about? I guess I've done many things in my life, 20 plus years of experience. So you've been told my name. Something is happening, eh? Do you want to put this on? Yeah. All right. So my name is Laura Chite, and I'm very excited to be here. And we are here to celebrate you, the entrepreneurs, who wake up every day to keep your businesses alive and growing. You're the ones who are making a difference to Kenya today. And I've had the privilege of moving from boardrooms to technology companies to working with innovators on the ground across Africa, small businesses, businesses that are at the middle level, and large businesses. So I am here to talk to you about how you can take advantage of digitization, because you cannot survive without it. You have your expertise, where you are at, what you do, what you're passionate about, but you want to commercialize it. And you're not commercializing it for fun. You're commercializing it to make money. You're the ones who have taken the brave step to move and make a difference, create employment, keep our economy running. But how do we make sure that you're taking advantage of technology without feeling overwhelmed? Baby steps. So, to kick us off, my first question to you, and by the way, this is not about me presenting to you or telling you, no. Here we are going to collaborate. I'm not going to talk here on my own. So, let me start by asking, by show of hands, how many of you track your businesses or your business expenses in a notebook? We're having an open and candid conversation. Don't be shy. How many? How many? None? Nobody? So we're in a good place already. Okay? So if you're not doing that, so let's start with what your reality is. Okay? So this is your reality. Running a business is hard, as we all know. Okay? You have to manage cash flows, you have to find customers, you have to keep stocks. It can actually be overwhelming. How do you balance all those things? You know, most of you as entrepreneurs, you know your trade. Nobody is an expert more than you are, and that's why you started that business. But you see, the tools can make your work easier. But are you using them the way you need to use them? And the tools are not your expertise. So we don't want to lose focus on what our expertise is. We want to make sure we are selling our expertise to the right customers, at the right price, at the right place, when they need it. Right? So technology may sound expensive, but your smartphone, and I can already see that none of you is doing anything on pen and paper, is already your biggest technology investment. So how do we make it work harder and better for us? Are we together there? Yeah? Harder and better for us. By the way, I still take notes using a pen and a notebook. And that's because of being in technology for so many years and using technology for so many years. One day I had to sign a checkbook, and I went to the bank and I was told, I'm lying, that's not my account. Because the signature, I had not held a pen in so long, so I looked like I was stealing. So, it's okay to exercise that wrist once in a while. Right? So, how do we make sure this works better for you? So my question to you once again is, what's the one thing you wish was easier to manage in your business? Anybody want to share? What's the one thing? Yes, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Nait from Best Budget ICT Solution. And one thing that I would be easier to manage is stock. Thank you.
Thank you. Stock. Who else wants to share?
Good morning. My name is Amy Muriongi of SK Insurance Agency. What I wish I could get to be able to manage is the referrals or pending clients. If there was a system I had that would remind me to check up on someone.
Customer engagement, consistent. Who else wants to share? Yes, Nancy.
My name is Nancy. I run the property show. And recently we have launched a Property Show Kikuyu version. But I also am in the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, and I support the president on women in business and programs. Mine is, can we have such innovative ways to talk to more women to understand how this can help them? Because I feel like what is here is so rich, but we are so few. I think we need to bring the entire country to just hear what Safaricom can make easier for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. That's very interesting because we were just talking about that before I came up. Anybody else? What do you wish you could manage easier in your business? Okay, so you know those who've shared their thoughts, the most interesting thing is that imagine you're not alone. You are not alone. Everybody is having those challenges. And imagine they've been there for years and years and years, but we've not found a way of fixing them. But the most interesting thing is that we are here today. So let's see how we can fix that. So, when you look at the solutions, and it gets to a point where, you have to get into the game and set yourself up and start playing in the match, okay? So how do we get to a point where we are demystifying or we are understanding the digital tools that are there for us? Because we can't run away from it. It's our reality. Your business grows. What are you going to do? You want new markets? You want bigger markets? You want more stock? You want to be able to manage your finances properly? You want credit? You want customer feedback? You want to know when it's time to renew customer engagement? You want to have loyalty points? You want to tell your customers about new products? You know what I'm saying? You don't only want to operate within the space you are in. You want to now grow from Nairobi to Kisumu, to Mombasa, to East Africa, but you're not going to do that when you're on the road. You want to scale. So how can Safaricom help you do that? So number one, we already talked about Zidisha Plus. By the way, did you ever give us the answer? You told us to dial something. You gave us the answer. My goodness, I'm such a bad student. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about Zidisha Plus anymore. But my question is, how many of you have this? Zidisha Plus? Actually, maybe I should ask, how many had heard of it before? I see 1, 2. Okay. Feedback right there. Zidisha Plus. We need to talk about it. Okay? But we also know that for our businesses to do well, we need to be engaging. People do business with people. People do business with people, especially the size of businesses that are in this room. We do businesses with people. So even when your customers are trying to reach maybe you and your staff and all that and your employees, are there enough people or do you have enough lines that are affordable that people can reach you on voice as quickly as possible? Okay? Who knows about M-Pesa business credit? We do, eh? We do. Yeah. So, when I was doing some research on today, I realized it's my mother who told me about this. And how amazing is this facility? How many of us have already tried to use it? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. 1, And what has your experience been like? Do you want to tell us just a little bit? Just a little bit. Let's inspire everyone in the room.
Hello. Hello, my name is Peter. I'm a Coca-Cola distributor in Kilimani and in Eastlands. I've tried using the M-Pesa Fuliza, and I think it's been good because at times when your cash flows have not come in, the Fuliza is readily available. In fact, it's just a matter of seconds. Once it notices that you do not have sufficient balance and you want to make a quick payment, before your cash flows come on board, immediately you get support from it. Thank you.
Wow. I think we need to give Safaricom Business a round of applause. Are these some of the challenges that you face? Stock has come. You can't pay. The supplier is causing drama for you. So you have a solution. Imagine in seconds, you're done. That's a headache out of the way. Because remember, you're just trying to push stock out and put money in the bank. So please, let's take advantage of that. Now, this is the part that actually amazes me. Your email and domain. I was so happy to hear. Is it Stephanie or Teresia? Teresia. Let me tell you, Teresia, this is amazing. And I'm going to tell you why. I immediately went online to look for your website. And it was the first thing that popped up on Google. This is what you call digitization. How many of us have professional email addresses? Okay, at least 40% of the room. For you to look like a credible business, you must have a professional email address. Forget maneno ya Gmail, I don't know what. You know, as a growing business, if anybody is trying to engage you and you send them an email on Gmail, they are going to be very suspicious. It will be like me and the bank. Trust me. And it doesn't cost you much. Just get it. Start looking at yourself as a professional outfit because you must have goals and ambition for your business. Right? So even when you've started with, let's say, 10, 15 customers, you want to grow to 50, 100, 150, but you also have to have the right positioning in terms of branding, how you present yourself. So you have to present yourself professionally. And the first thing is your email address. I'll tell you that. If it's not professional, no one is going to engage you. So try and do that. Try and get a professional email address. Yeah? And how do you do that? It's right there. Business.safaricom.co.ke. Business.safaricom.co.ke. I think you all got a piece of paper and pen. Just write it down and try and set it up. Just get started. And finally, connectivity. In fact, we are such a privileged country. Everywhere you go, you're connected. And this creates that flexibility. You remember the time of COVID? Do we remember the time of COVID? This connectivity was the most important thing to us. Otherwise, there's no way any of us would be standing here today. At least you were able to do some kind of business because of connectivity. So I don't think I need to say much more on that because the internet is everything from a scaling perspective, from a communication perspective, from a presence perspective, from a customer understanding perspective, right? From a product placement perspective. It's essential, by the way. The internet has become like oxygen. You can't do without it. And that's our reality. And we are so lucky that it's affordable and it's available 24/7. If you're online, you wake up in the morning. At least this is what I do when I'm trying to get goods and services online. I shop in the night. So by morning, my goods and products are delivered. So you wake up in the morning, imagine you already have stock. You already have orders. What a way to start your day, because you're already ahead. You've taken advantage of technology. You're already ahead. So if your sales target for that day is 150,000 bob, and you start your day at 50,000 shillings, hey, who's complaining? You're not complaining. Or if you have to go somewhere and the orders need to still keep coming in, who is complaining? The orders come in and you get somebody to deliver. Right? So we must take advantage of the tools that are available from a digital perspective. And let's not be scared of them. Yeah? Let's not be scared of them.
I have a question for the audience again. I want you to Google your business. I'll give you 1 minute to do that. Just Google your business. I hope we all connected to the internet. I think I'd seen something on the screen earlier. Are you done? Okay. When you Google your business, can you be found? Anybody? Uh-huh. The two of you can answer.
Thank you. My name is Stephen Manduka from STEAM Interactive Global. Yeah, we deal with educating kids using robotics and AI. We're based in Kileleshwa, just here. Yeah, when you Google STEAM Interactive Global, you'll find it in the internet. You'll find our location. You will also find my name as well. Even if you forget STEAM Interactive Global, Google Stephen Manduka, you'll be able to find me. Thank you.
And does it appear first?
Yeah, it's the first thing.
As soon as you do STEAM International, it's the first?
It's the first thing.
Okay, you're doing well like Teresia. Uh-huh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Easter Mashari. I'm from Peak Forest Limited. So our business is called Peak Forest Photography. So once you Google us, you will definitely find our overview. We come number 1. You'll also find our website and even our social media links. So we do photography, videography, and we're in the media industry. And then we also have a photography academy, whereby we also partner with other sponsors to just help people who have cleared maybe their Form 4s and they have not figured out their career path. They can come and do a bit of training there. And we also have our studio at Eastern Bypass Ruiru, opposite Membli Estate. So it does come first, and then even on Google Maps, and even some of the products and the photos that we've taken. Thank you.
Well done. Anybody else? Yeah.
Okay, my name is Mercy Prudence from Research Limited. Actually, when you search us online, you can even use the keyword point of sale system in Nairobi, and will appear the first one, or point of sale system in Kenya, and you'll find Research Limited. So basically what we deal with is we make businesses tech fit by the use of business management tools like the point of sale systems to just ensure that your business, you're able to track your stock, expenses. Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maureen from Organics. I'm the founder of Organics. When you Google our business, it comes fast, thanks to technology and also Safaricom for giving us this opportunity. We deal with skincare that is organic. If you want skincare that will not harm your face, actually we actually deal with face mostly. So from cleansers, moisturizers, serums. So kindly follow us. Thank you so much.
Once again, my name is Nait from Best Budget ICT Solutions. And when I search Best Budget, we come second alongside other competitors. So probably the reason why you are there. And another thing is our POS is with Robisearch. So I'm here to patronize you. Thank you.
Okay.
Grow your business with? Grow your business with? I think those should be the greetings here. Ann Yokabi is my name. You can hear my voice. I'm a very vocal woman. Down there from Nyamakema. And that is where is the hub of this Nairobi. And for sure, we have felt the network or the technology provided by Safaricom. And it's true, my company is called Swepco General Agencies Limited, meaning surprise worthy every person consumption. But nevertheless, and it's true, when I Google, it's popping up very well. You can see I'm holding a product over here. It's called Cooper Lemon Iced Tea. That is what we distribute. And I want to challenge you for a bit at Safaricom. And maybe not even challenging, but of course a special request to do a WhatsApp group for all these people, because you have gone one step forward and bringing everyone on board. And so these are authentic business people. You can do Safaricom Sokoni for us, and we are there, and we can be networking in the WhatsApp group, and we're gonna appreciate that. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Jokavi. So the next question I was going to ask, so I'm glad to hear quite a number of the people who stood up. Your Google search is good, you appear very fast and very quickly. But food for thought, before I go into my next slide. How are you taking advantage of that? It's all well and good to appear very quickly, but what are you doing about that? You know, is that a way for you to bring in new business with your online presence? Are you maximizing on that online presence? Are you taking advantage of all the other tools that are being provided by Safaricom Business for better business opportunities? So that's food for thought for you. So to hear that you're appearing online is actually very important. But I also want to do a quick dipstick here, which is a quick test. What's the one tool that has helped you grow your business? Just if I can get random answers. Yeah? M-Pesa, fantastic. What other tool has helped you grow your business? Any other somebody wants to share? Remember, this is a sharing session. Sharing is caring. The website, social media. What else? Anybody else with something unique?
Fuliza.
Fuliza, the network, okay. We've done that. So I just want you to know, digitization is much bigger than you think. It's not about technology. By the way, it's not. It's how you take control of your business with confidence. That's what technology does for you. Every day you're on your phone doing one thing or another, connecting with friends, sending money, you know, checking maybe, I don't know, what are your competitors doing, reading email from people, doing social media manenos, and you do that with a lot of confidence. But how much do you do that with regards to your business? Because you already have that presence online. So you must take advantage of the fact that this is the digitization period, and it will give you the competitive advantage. Trust me. And that's what you want. What's your unique value proposition? We just had the lady there talking about organic skincare products. But I'm sure she knows what her competitors are doing, and she has her unique competitive advantage. Right? So the question is, has she positioned it on her website, on her social media handles? Does she keep reminding her customers, this is what we have in our product store? So that is very important, right? So you don't need to be a techie. You don't. It's what you do every day with whatever devices you have, whatever you have access to. Yeah? And remember, digitization is not about replacing what you do. It's aiding you. It's making life easier. It's making you focus on what's important. It's making you think out of the box. That's what digitization does for your hustle. It's not your competitor. It's not anything that's supposed to complicate your life. Yeah? It makes your business sustainable. Don't forget that. Because that way, you can think of new things to do or value-add products to what you're currently doing. You don't have to stick to what you're doing every day. Yeah? So, you know, we've talked about all the tools that are being offered by Safaricom Business. And you also have to think about how can you take advantage of that social media so that you're able to scale. Like those people who order, who are in the service business, like lawyers and insurance and all that. You need to think about, what are you doing with LinkedIn? Professional services. Those who are in retail, what are you doing with Instagram, TikTok, Facebook? How are you taking advantage of that? Who is your customer? Where do you find them? Huh? Where do you find them? You know, when you get onto X or Twitter, you realize Kenyans are keyboard warriors. Eh? How many times have we been ranked #1 globally for being online bullies? Am I lying? You see how we trend. We have like 15, 20 trending things globally online. Every day we are on our keyboards. My question to you is, as all these people are on their keyboards, how are you making sure your product is appearing there? Yeah? Because imagine how many eyes are there on Twitter every day, TikTok every day, but your product is not there. You're missing something. And guess who the spending generation are? At least it's not my age. And by the way, don't try to guess it. Did my profile say how many years I've been? Huh? Did it say something like 20 plus years? I'm less than 20. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, you have to look at the future. Who's your future customer base? Your future customer base is sitting online right now. Have you already started enticing them with your products? Have you already started putting for them special products so that they can start buying now and knowing about you now? So, with that online presence, you have to take advantage of it. And let's position our products in the right place using digitization. So, let us shift our mindsets. Yeah? Let us shift our mindsets. Please go and visit business.safaricom.co.ke. Dial that *485# and see what's available for your business today. Follow Safaricom Business. Try. Because you don't need to be an expert to start. You have to start somewhere. You just must start somewhere. Don't wait for tomorrow. Yeah? Don't wait for tomorrow. Speak to a representative today. I think they are in the room. Where are the Safaricom representatives? Can we just see you, please? Don't put your hand. Stand up. How are we supposed to find you? Do you know how many of us need you? Have you seen them? Mark their faces. Right? Because they are here to help you. That's why they're having this session. Thank you. You can take your seats. Speak to one of them. Right? And take advantage of what they have to offer. I don't think you need to even be convinced anymore. They care, and that's why they've called you into this room. So, my final challenge to you is to pick one thing you will do differently when you leave this room today. Pick one thing you'll do differently that will make a difference to your business. Write it down. Commit to it and grow with it. Just one thing. Because change comes through baby steps. Baby steps. And I know running a business is hard. And sometimes you can't think a little bit. You know, it's difficult to step away from focusing on the money. But it's a chicken and egg situation. It's a chicken and egg situation. You do this to get that. So learn how to balance your time. Look at what investments you need to make around technology. You already have your phones anyway. All these things we've talked about are already accessible on your phones. That's how you place your orders, through your phones. That's how you manage your records, maybe through a laptop or something. But just write it down and commit to it. Pick one thing. Yeah? And your opportunity is here, and it will not wait forever. It will not wait forever. So you have to strike the iron while it's hot. You must strike the iron while it's hot. From a personal perspective, I'll tell you this. I was never, ever interested in technology. Ever. Until I had to start a business as a one-man show. One man. And what helped me? Technology. It's the only way I could scale, manage my records, manage my product stock, manage my payments, manage my taxes. Because that email from KRA will come. It will come. So you have to figure out a way of you being able to run your business from anywhere, anytime. And the best part about running your own business is that you're not stuck in an office somewhere. Because once you digitize, you're flexible. You can work from anywhere. And as business people, our eyes are always open to look for the next opportunity. If you don't network, you don't get business. If you don't network, nobody knows you exist. If you're not online, nobody cares. Right? Nobody knows you're there. So, as I said, chicken and egg. You can't do one without the other. And that's just where we are today. So, I am hoping once you have picked one thing to commit to, you have written it down, you're going to grow with it, please pick an accountability partner. This is not like, now here, because we care and we want your business to grow, this is not like making those New Year's resolutions, then by January 5th, they're gone. Huh? This is about growing your business. So pick somebody who is going to be your accountability partner. Whether it's a relative, a friend, a competitor, a partner, just pick somebody who will constantly ask you, where are you with that? With that, I want to say thank you very much for your time. I hope you've been able to pick up something from the session. And your growth is possible. Don't even stress about it. And remember, your hustle is valid. That's why you're doing what you're doing, and that's why you're still doing it today. The thing is, how do we get you to the next level? And time waits for no man. Time is money. Time is money. So you can save money, or you can make money by going digital. So let's move from hustle to high growth, and let's try and do it together. Nyokavi talked about start a WhatsApp group. Let's do this together. Do something around M. Sokoni and all that. Because together we do better. And remember what the MC said about grow? Who remembers? Even me, I want to give a gift. Who remembers? I saw a hand up there behind. Can I give 3 gifts? Who remembers? There's that. Yeah, you have the mic.
So it is get ready, opportunities are waiting.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. I hope the people online could also hear us very well. And I look forward to seeing your businesses grow. And I guess next time Safaricom has this session, you will have a few people who will be here speaking from the audience, talking about the business tools that you've offered us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Laura. And probably before you sit, there could be one person or two seated in this room, and even those of us who are watching us online, you may have a question. If you are joining us online, kindly drop your question on the chat comment section, And to us, our customers in the room, if in case you have a question to Laura, you have an opportunity. There is a microphone in front of you. Each table has a microphone. The only thing you need to do is just to switch it on. There is a tab that then will show you to switch it on the sideways, and then pop up the question. And probably before you think about the question you want to ask, allow me to summarize what Laura has taken us through, and she's guided us and advised us that we need to move from hustle to high growth. A majority of the times, times whereby when someone asks you about your business, unamwambia una hustle too, isn't it? What do? Nina? Hustle. You're not hustling. You got ready because you saw an opportunity, isn't it? There's something you are doing. How do you elevate that? So she's encouraged us that we need to shift from hustle to high growth. And how do we do that? We leverage on digitization, which will help us take control of our businesses with confidence. And it was good to see that a good number of us, our businesses are online. But as much as your business is online, the other thing is, what's your value proposition? When I log into your business, what am I seeing? Do you have an elevator pitch that then talks about the problem you are solving and how you differentiate yourself from your competitor or from the next shop that is doing a similar thing that you do? So have a unique value proposition. And then number 3, you always need to remember that technology is an enabler. So leverage on the digital tools, and the digital tools will make your business sustainable. Now, before I ask a question, I probably have a question to you, Laura. You talked about that we need to maximize to some of the businesses and entrepreneurs watching us online, and those in this particular room, they already have their business online. How do they maximize their digital presence? Just tell us, how do we maximize that? Yes, I'm there on TikTok, I'm there on Facebook. I probably have a digital online presence using a domain and a website. But how am I leveraging and maximizing on that to spur and to grow my business?
That's a very interesting question. So when you're online, okay, there's several things that you need to have that people can find you easily. Was it Stephen who talked about, it was you, Stephen? He said, when you go online, you either search for his name or you search for his business. And one of the things that Stephen mentioned he does is training gaming. Yeah, for kids. Yeah. So if you go and search, if Stephen's website is about business about gaming, I'm sure on his website, or if you go to Google and search gaming, Kenya, Nairobi or something, you might find Stephen there. Or gaming Stephen. So there's those certain words that you put that are keywords that are very important for your business to be found. That's the first thing. Number 2, please don't be scared of customers interacting with you. I know it can be harsh, but it will only make you better. Do not be scared. So make your website as interactive as possible. If people want to reach you, let them reach you. If people want to comment about your great service, let them comment about your great service. If somebody wants to talk badly, just give them the opportunity to express themselves, because it's the only way to learn. But guess what it will do? It will increase your engagement online, yeah, and create presence for you more easily, right? And also, even when you build that website, make sure everything is simple. I always tell people, demystify your business. Demystify your business. Like Stephen, who's doing gaming, I forget her name, the lady who's doing the facial organic products, or Nancy who's doing real estate. Do the rest of us understand those things that you're doing? You may be very good at what you do, and you understand what you do in your language. People who are doing technology, we assume everybody understands what we are doing. We don't. We don't. So make it as simple as possible for me to find you. Yeah.
Thank you, Laura, for that. Good. Do we have questions? Before she sits down, she will be coming back on stage in a few minutes. Yes, thank you. Just pick the mic and ask a question. Tell us your name, your biashara, your business, what you do, and then ask the question.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So my name is Anne from Best Budget ICT Solutions. We deal with laptops, computers, any ICT problem, we help you solve it. So I have a question. When my colleague here searched Best Budget, she found it to be second option with our competitors. So what would be your advice? Thank you.
It's Best Budget, right? Yeah. So I think in your case, ideally what you need to do is, first, I'm a bit concerned when you said, any technology issues that you have, how generic is that? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Yeah? She's not spot on with what it is you offer. So you need to be very clear. How many people have websites with the word budget and best? Right? So even when you have that best budget, you need to add something that gives you that unique value proposition. Either put best budget, put the word attach the word technology to your best budget. Right? Open up for people to engage with you a bit more. Because what's the first best budget that comes up? Just tell me what's the first one that comes up when you search? Must be something to do with the finances.
Saruk.
It's a what?
Saruk. It's a competitor, sorry.
It's a competitor to what you do?
Yes.
Yeah. So you see, there must be something they have right. So if for them it's a technology, maybe they've used the word technology or computers, maybe for you, what is the other thing that you're offering that you think people need much more than technology and computer services? So you have to think about the extra thing that you do that is different. It could be your customer service. Do you know that? It just could be your customer service. It could be your pictures that are attractive on the website. I'm telling you, it's the very simple thing that excites people and increase the engagement. The point is to increase the engagement on your website. So what is it that will make somebody come back and back and back? That is captive. Yeah? And that's all around branding. I'm sure your customer service is great. Yeah.
How do you show up online? Okay. How do you tap more customers online? Any other question? One more question or two more questions? Yes, at the back. And then, do I see another hand? Yeah, let me take the one at the back. Yes, and another one at the back on this side. Two questions. Laura will be coming back on stage in a few minutes, but let me have those two questions first. Online audience, we are waiting for you. Do you have any question to Laura? So it will be good to hear from you the question that you would have for her. Yes.
Hello.
Your name, your biashara. Yes.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Peter. I'm a director of Linkvin Solution Limited. I'm a tech person. And in one way or situation, you have ever called, maybe even Safaricom itself, 100. And guess who picked that phone? Is what we call a customer care or a call center. So we are a tech company that is dealing with the installation of intercom and what we call a call center. We have a SIP trunk that is able now to merge all your clientele, and even our PBXs, they're able now to bring all your businesses at one. So my question is this. I'm aware that there is an innovation app that is going on with Safaricom. How do you reach out even other innovation centers so that now we are consolidating one thing to bring out now the business into a growth platform? Thank you.
Thank you for that. Innovation Hub, good. And then the last question. There's a mic? Okay. Mic is coming your way.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Eric. I come from a consultancy firm called ThinTech Consulting. At ThinTech, we work with education institutions to provide digital skilling and setup of digital hubs. My question is, how is it easy to establish that ecosystem with Safaricom, especially with the SMEs that have a shared value proposition similar to what Safaricom is doing. For instance, if you're in the circular economy and you're in the climate area and you see Safaricom PLC, Safaricom Business, M-Pesa Foundation are doing a lot of CSR in the area that you're involved in. How is it? It's a bit difficult to reach to you to establish that ecosystem. So how is it beyond digitization? How can you establish those industrialization linkages between Safaricom and us as SMEs in a simpler way?
Good question. I tend to believe I can take the second question around the role and how Safaricom plugs in terms of ensuring that beyond Safaricom offering technological platforms and tools to help your business, that we can tap into all businesses, partner together, work together, and grow together, okay? And part of the things that we do is sessions like this. So Grow is all about a platform that we bring all businesses together, whether you are micro business, a small business, medium business, or large business, putting you into a room like this, and then we are able then to do three things. Connect you with the customers in the room, okay? And you are able, I tend to believe by the time you leave this place, I would encourage all of us, those of us even watching us online and the people in the room, make sure that you leave here with as many contacts as possible. We need to network. That's number one. Number two, there will be the element of then connecting you to technology. And as Laura has enlightened us, she's told us that digitization is here. It's an enabler, okay, to help your business path. I was looking at some of the statistics, and they talked about a majority of the customers today we engage with, before they come to your shop physically, they will have to search for you online. When you give them the price, the first place they go to is online, isn't it? To validate. The question is, when your customers go online, will they find you? Okay? And how do they find you? Do they find you with an identity that resonates with your business, or are they going to look for you as an individual? And that's where the separation comes in. So it's as simple as building your credibility online by making sure that you have the basics. We shall be looking at how we connect you with technology. We talk about the four pillars, which is we connect you, we protect you, we enable you, and we transform you. So we shall be doing that too. And then lastly, it's then leveraging on the same platform, like these sessions, that is the growth sessions, to ensure that we bring experts. For example, Laura, who will come and share with us their entrepreneurship journey. What are some of the things they have learned? And therefore, we are able to learn from each other. So I tend to believe that's how we are helping you ensure that you can scale, you can grow, and look at it from a partnership point of view, okay? Beyond technological tools, yeah. I hope that answers on that, okay. Then there was a question at the back. Your question was around Safaricom, then how are we enabling businesses do more, okay? Beyond the foundations, the innovations hub, etc. Then how do you plug in to that? We have different programs. We have the Spark Accelerator programs, and we have other programs that we work with entrepreneurs like yourself to ensure that then we are seeing the opportunity and we can be able also to spike that, pick it up, and get to see how we help you accelerate. So Spark, for example, innovation is one of the programs that we do here. Someone who has an idea, and probably you want them to bring your idea into the incubation, and then you progress it further, so we can work with you on those particular journey. So the partnerships is wide. It's not just about us telling you about some of the things that we can help you with, but also looking about what are the opportunities that we see, and how do we help you through the partnership, help you identify that, and probably progress it together. But over and above that, I tend to believe part of our customers who are seated here, and even those of us who are watching online, I tend to believe they also have those programs and those projects. The question is, would you be interested? Raise your hand. Probably there is someone within the room who will tell you, by the way, come, let's talk. Let's see how we can collaborate together. Let's see how we can partner together as we bring these ideas into ideation and into innovations that would lead into relevant products and services that would be addressing a particular market niche and customer need on the ground. I don't know whether, Laura, you want to add something?
Yeah, and I was just thinking about that innovation you're talking about, because some of the work that I do is I work with innovators building solutions for Africans, okay? One of my biggest passions is around Africans fixing our own problems. We cannot wait for our problems to be fixed by other people, because these are our problems and we understand them ourselves. And the way we can fix our problems is by building our own solutions. So it is important that, as he has said, if somebody has an idea, because remember I said, we are not all technology experts, but we have ideas that would make a big difference as to how to fix some of the problems within our country, within our continent, that we can also monetize or make our lives easier, yeah? So if you have an idea and you feel that you would like it built into technology or an innovation around it, then please share it with Safaricom from a partnership perspective. The only things that I wanted to ask you is, how do we communicate with Spark? How do we engage with Spark, Mr. MC? How do I come if I have something that I need to be built on in terms of ideas and all that? Because I remember when I was employed, we would have competitions for young people that would build technology solutions, and then now they're rolled out into the world. But if I have an idea and I need something built around it, and I want Spark involved, how do I get there?
A very good question. And you earlier on, you asked Safaricom people wasimame. Okay?
Yes.
The journey begins from there, and I tend to believe even as we continue, we'll be getting the email address. We need only to validate that, and we can share with us, both of you who is seated here and also online, in terms of how you can share that idea so that then it gets to the right teams. So we will be sharing that shortly. And, as well as also the team that is seated at the back. We will also be giving more insights around that as we progress. Yeah, good. Thank you, Laura. Asante sana. Let's clap for Laura. I tend to believe that was good. Thank you so much for demystifying to us why we need to leverage on technology. Now, our customers online, they have some questions. Allow me to read these questions so that they feel they are also part of this. And the one person talked about Musigoe. I tend to believe I've pronounced your name well. Amesema tunaongea kizungu mingi sana, tuweke Kiswahili in between. Okay? So I hear you. Ndio tutawasiliana kwa Kiswahili, tunakielewa vile vile, na tutajaribu vilivyo kuwa tunawasiliana kwa Kiswahili na Kiingereza at the same time. But thank you for your concern. The other question was, repeat how to set up a professional email address. So the professional email address, you only need to log into domain.safaricom.co.ke. Just log into domain.safaricom.co.ke. And once you log in there, you will be able to search for your domain, whether the domain name exists based on your business identity, and you can also then progress and complete the journey. So you don't need to talk to anyone. You'll also pay via M-Pesa for the service. It's a step-by-step guide in terms of how to sign up for the domain. So thanks for that question. And then lastly, there was a question, and I know this will be answered later. Mesha Kiego, thanks for your question. Why have you not integrated Safaricom Global Pay with Binance? Actually, is it working? And I tend to believe we will have one of our subject matter experts who will also be talking to us from an M-Pesa point of view. And that is a question I want him to have at the back of the mind, how we have not integrated Safaricom Global Pay with Binance. And the question is it actually working? Septon, you will have that in mind, even as we go to the next step. Good. We had customers who answered questions, and it was good when Laura asked, who has a question? And I just want to read a few. I have a surprise gift for you. We said we are here to learn, but also to have fun, isn't it? And it's a Friday. Lazima tu kila mambo ikue nini? Easy, with lots of fun. So if I mention your name, please note later on, there will be a gift that will be coming to your way. And allow me to very, very quickly just to mention the following night. Then we had Esther Morugi. We had Nancy, but I know Nancy also left. We had Peter, the Coke distributor. And then we have, who else? We had Steven from robotics. We had Masharia from Peak Forest, photographer. By the way, Masharia, someone is asking your contacts as well online from photography. So please make sure you share with us. And then we have Mercy, that is business management fit. And we have Maureen, and we have Anyo Kabi all the way from Nyamakema. Please note that we have a surprise gift for you that will be coming your way. Thank you for being bold to ask a question. You who is online, please remember, keep those comments coming, keep those chats coming, keep those questions coming, because we want to make sure that we are talking and we are having this as a conversation. Usiwe tu umeketi nyumbani ama umeketi kwenye biashara lako alafu tu ni kutuangalia. Hapana, tuulize maswali. Tueleze vile biashara yako inaendelea. Tueleze ni jambo lipi ambalo ungetaka sisi kama Safaricom tuweze kukusaidia ili ukaweza kupanua na kueneza biashara yako. And we are here to support you on that. We will be taking, there's a clip that will be playing, and then after that we will set a panel here, and we'll have some questions that will be moderated by one of my colleagues, and then after that we will have a tour van. So can we have the clip play? Yep.
I'm Wamboi Wainaina, founder and CEO of Zurika by Wamboi. Zurika means get beautiful. It's a Swahili word, zuri, yani uzurike. My clientele is mostly ladies, and we have from kids and also different classes of individuals, so from middle to high end. How do we get our more clientele and more sales? Through online. So we have our online platforms in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Zurika by Wamboi. So we've been able to do this using internet. Before, the internet we were using was so slow. For example, when you're going live, it will buffer a lot. And you know, when people, you're there, you're live and you're on and off every time, they get, bored and they leave your live, right? But once we're able to install the Safaricom fiber, oh my goodness, it has been amazing. The speed is awesome, no buffers, and we are able now to even do our lives with no interruption at all, actually. Once people make orders via our online platforms, of course, you pay first so that you can be able to deliver your goods. And what other way to pay? If not a Lipa na M-Pesa business deal, it's very convenient. And with Safaricom, the network coverage is everywhere. And it's very safe. You can no longer experience fraud. I see Zurika in 5 years' time, an international brand, so that people can be able to learn and appreciate handmade. Because this is something we make from our hearts. And there's nothing as beautiful as uniqueness, not mass production. So as we branch out internationally, I feel M-Pesa Global will be able to really, really help Zurika in terms of the payment system, and also reaching them out. We need also very good internet speed. I've always been passionate about investment. With ZD, how it has come to help with other money market funds, when you invest your money there, it takes up to 3 working days so that you can be able to withdraw your money, and also there are charges of withdrawal. But with ZD, you can deposit anytime, you can withdraw anytime. So instead of letting your money stay in the bank without accruing interest, for ZD, your money will be there, readily available, accruing interests, and it's daily compounded interest. You can save as little as 100 shillings. How amazing is that? I love it.
Businesses? Are we using some of those solutions? Are you seeing your business being where she is? Good, and those are the conversations that we are having, and we will keep on having even as we progress. But before I invite my panel here on stage, I want us to stand. You've been seated for too long. Tusimame tu kidogo. To our online viewers as well, in case you've been seated, I want you to rise up. Just get out of your seat, kidogo. We just want to do 30 seconds activity, and I'll show you the activity. Can I get some music? Some music. Just slow music, okay. Yeah, then reduce the volume. And I want you to do the following. We'll move to the right path. 2 steps to the right, like this. And I want you to swing, okay? 2 steps to the right and then 2 steps to the left, okay? Are you ready? Okay, in 3, 2, 1. 2 steps to the right. 1. And back. Right, and then 2 to your left. Very simple, okay? 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Then add a shot to your body as you swing, as if you are dancing to music. Is the music flowing? Am I unique? And as you do this, please also take in a deep breath. Take in a deep breath, breathe in, and then breathe out. In and out. Good, you can sit down. Thank you for that. A simple activity, and I hope you also who's joining us from the online, you've also done that. Very, very important. So allow me to invite here my panelists. I will be inviting Laura, our guest speaker. Karibu sana. And then we have Cecilia Mwenda. Karibu sana. And then we have Septon. Okay, so karibuni sana. And the person who will be moderating this session is none other. Zelipa. Karibu sana. You can have your seats. Yeah. Feel free to have your seats. And we want to have a conversation that sparks your business, tells you why you are here today and how we are helping you, and how we're gonna work together in terms of scaling and fueling our businesses to be sustainable, but also become innovative. If you have a question, and to those of us in this room, if you have a question, please note there is a microphone placed in front of the table. We will be guided, and you will just raise your hand, switch on the mute, and then ask a question. To our online viewers, the participants, our customers who are joining us on Facebook, on YouTube, please make sure you can log in to www.menti.com. I want to repeat that code, www.menti.com, and then the code is 5594. 5594. It's here on the screen. I tend to believe you are also seeing that on your screen. 55945265. So the Mentimeter code is on your screen. Please make sure you log in and drop your questions there. And allow me to hand over this session to Zelipa to take us to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris. Are we still engaged? Are we still locked on? Are we still locked on? Oh no. Guys, we're in trouble. Are we locked on? Are we ready to ask more questions? All right, so I'll start off. And I sat next to a lady here who came branded. I'm a marketer by profession, so of course there's some nice things I picked out from each one of you as you spoke. She's branded. She came dressed in her brand. That's number one. And I want to answer the question to the lady who asked about being number 2 on the search. That's because we know you now because we know the name you told us. Remember, everyone else doesn't know your name. They go search for what they're looking for. So I need credit. She asked about the credit, so I'll direct her question to credit. She doesn't know who Septon is. You realize that? If Septon, we search Septon, he's going to be there online. He's there, he works for Safaricom M-Pesa. His presence is there. She does not know about him because what her challenge is credit. And she will direct it to him, but she doesn't know him. He's there. So that's number one. Number two, your competitor is very, very good at what they do. Let me tell you that. Why? They put their search against your name. That every time anyone looks for your business, the first person they see is them. Okay? So it's more, like we said, it's more than just having your presence online. What are you doing there? Step one is putting it there. That's the right move. But then what else are you doing? So great. So I'll start with the questions, and I'll ask for our speakers who haven't been here, introduce yourself. And I'll start with the lady who asked about credit. She said, I can see, I can hear. What are you guys doing for us?
Good morning. I'm Septon Ataro, currently handling business credit, that is lending that targets business people, just like people like you who are running their own businesses. So I'll speak quickly into the credit offerings that we have. We have credit offerings that are targeting those who are accepting payments through their tills, and those who are also accepting payments through their Pochi la Biashara wallets. So to start with the till, we have an overdraft facility we've dubbed Fuliza Biashara. So this is where we are allowing you to overdraw your account up to an assigned limit. The maximum we can assign to an account is up to 400,000. We also got a good testimony from Peter, who is actually using that, that loan for its intended purpose. It is supposed to help you bridge the cash flow gaps to get your stock. So Peter, thank you for that. And also, we also have a term loan. Term loan for those who are accepting payments on their tail. We have a 14-day term loan, and other tenures are actually coming up. So a term loan is where you are requesting, then we will send the funds into your till. Then you will use that fund to actually grow your business. So those are the two loan products that we offer for the customers who have their till. And for those who are also accepting payments on their Pochi la Biashara wallets, we also have term loans that we are offering. We have a 7-day, 14-day, 21-day, and a 30-day term loan that we are offering for those who are accepting payments on their Pochi la Biashara wallets. For anyone who may be asking, how then do I access this? You can use the USSD code. For those who have Pochi la Biashara wallets, you can dial *334#, then select option 8, which is Pochi la Biashara, then select option 6, which is Tasi Pochi. If you are accepting payments using your till, you will dial *234#, then select option 2, which is business till, then enter your HO number. Then you will be able to select the type of product you want. It's either Fuliza Biashara or the term loan. That is it.
Great. I hope he answered the question. And if he didn't, he's going to be right there after this session. All right? All right? Allow me to introduce one of the ladies who sits within the Safaricom business team. And I'd like you to just tell this audience what we've been able to achieve for them and what they could look forward to.
Okay. Good morning. It's such a privilege to be here and to see a room that is full of our customers. You know, it's one thing to call people to your small tea party, but it's another thing for them to show up and show up big. So we are very privileged. We are very thankful for each one of you for taking time to come and to be with us. Safaricom Business prides itself with the mantra that we are here to transform lives. The reason why each one of us wakes up is to transform lives. And not only are we transforming lives of individual customers, yes, that we do, but our biggest purpose and our biggest calling is to transform businesses. So we are here to watch you grow, to empower you, to share knowledge, to continue to innovate with each one of these businesses. I want to tell a story about the first CEO of Safaricom. Safaricom has been privileged to have amazing set of CEOs. We had Michael Joseph, who was the first CEO. We had the late Bob Collymore, rest in peace. And now we have Peter Ndegwa. And the three of them have been amazing. But the one thing that Michael always told us in regard to innovation, especially the brand that is M-Pesa, the child we are celebrating 18 years today, is that when the proposition came up in the bigger Vodafone group and he was asked if he wanted to take it up and bring it to Kenya or to Africa, everybody else said no. But he raised his hand. And that's the power of raising your hand in situations where you are not even sure, but you are willing to try because the proposition is big. So my challenge to you, to each one of these businesses here, is dare raise your hand. Dare to stand out, to be different. Dare to do things that are not your everyday doing. That is when innovation comes in, and that is where growth is found, in a place that is uncomfortable, unknown, and within your dreams. So do not ever let your dreams go away. So on that, we are here as Safaricom Business in Safaricom Grow. We have gone around this country this year already. We have been to the coast, we've been to the Rift Valley, we've been to Nyanza province, we've been to the mountain, and we are here in Nairobi. And the reason we are here is to share knowledge and to share common ideas, to continue empowering one another. But most importantly for us as an organization is to share what has worked for us. We are not best in class yet, and whatever milestones we've achieved is not because of our own capability or our own doing. We've achieved because of each one of you. So we're here to say we have tried and tested our internet connectivity. We have tested our voice solutions. We have tested our cloud and security propositions. But we have also tested our financial services proposition, and they do work. And why we know they do work is because in each of these organizations represented here, we have used those solutions together. Together, we have woven a very, very solid fabric, a very, very solid cloth, all of us together in unity. So thank you.
Thank you, Seth. Laura, I think you answered our question about what your relationship with tech was. So I'll switch it up and ask you, following through from what she asked, she answered. Where do you think the next innovation is coming from?
So, first of all, how many of us know that Kenya is known as the Silicon Savannah? Let me ask that question in a different way. How many of us have heard of Konza City? More hands in the room. How many of you use M-Pesa? So, that answers the question. The next big innovation will come from Kenya. Absolutely. And I throw it right back at you. And I challenge you and ask you, as business owners, where do you see your current challenge? I go back to what, was it Nyokabi proposed about, it was Nyokabi, right? About the WhatsApp group. The people you have in this room, it is important that you put them together. Let it just not be about an event. You must put together a business accelerator for the people in this room. The more you engage them, the more they will tell you what their challenges are, qua ground. Are we together? Qua ground. Once they tell you what that is, that's the next big innovation. For free, I'll tell you that. Kweli ama, is it kweli ama urongo? What, how do you say it in Swa? Kweli ama siyo ukweli. But grow with them. Grow with them. That's where it's coming from.
I know I'm meant to be asking the questions, but allow me to say this. We did say that Grow with Safaricom Business started last year, and we anchored it on 3 pillars. And I'm so glad when we see it come to life, that when you pick the mic, you're actually introducing your business and saying who you are. That was the initial vision. How do we bring you all together beyond giving you propositions? And that's what Chris spoke about. So the 3 pillars we looked at was beyond the tech, which is what we are good at. So tech knowledge, that will be us, and you'll see that in the session that comes up. There's people, and the people are here. These are the people. I know we left our businesses, so when this ends, don't rush out. Beyond the person you sat next to, get their business card, find out what they do, tell them what you do, see the opportunity. I think you had the 2 ladies who sat next to each other. One gets a solution from the other. That's where you'll grow your customers from. And then the last one was knowledge, which is why Laura is here. It's on all this knowledge that she has that she can impact us. I'll quote my mother. She says, you can learn from anyone and everyone. You just have to listen. So the person seated next to you could also have the next idea of what you need to do for your business. And Grow will keep growing with you. That's our commitment. I can make that commitment. At least I don't have to ask someone else to answer that. And what you've seen with Sokoni was actually giving access to people. Sokoni had merchants who came on ground and sold. Yeah? It's you. So when you're called upon, don't shy away. Don't be, and you had the feedback. Take it. I know we receive the most feedback of all companies. So we take it and try and make sure that we are solving for you. So same case as you. When you're asked to put up your hand, put up your hand. Come. Zurika put up her hand. That's why we did her testimonial. She put her business on the map. Yeah? She has her social presence, but she has the benefit of being a Safaricom customer, and we are able to amplify her business to you guys as well. And we want to do that with every single one of you. Yeah? Right? I'll go back to Septon. Right? Credit is a very, how do I say? It's a very soft spot for business owners. Yeah? Could you clarify for them? Because we know credit has some T's and C's. What are the T's and C's, or what could they do to make sure that their credit limit is, or what's their credit standing? Because that's one of the things that is one of the, they need to look out for, that they're able to get the solutions you offer.
The question is really good, and it will actually help all of us to understand what we actually look into for us to be able to advance credit, or rather appraise someone for them to have a limit. So normally, what we always check is your activity on the till. How active are you on the till, either in your buy goods till or in your Pochi la Biashara wallet? How do you actually encourage your customers to pay you into your till? That is what we check majorly. That is the main activity that we check. Then we again go ahead and check on how then, once you have the money into your till, how do you use it? Sometimes you use it, we can't even tell your net income, because normally there is that cash flow analysis that needs to be done on each statement for us to be able to see that this person, this is their actual income, and this is what we can actually advance as a limit to this customer. The next thing that we also check is how long have you been active on the till? That is the time since you opened the till to the time that we are appraising you for the credit. So those are the 3 key main things. And one last item that we also check is your CRB record. That is also something that we check. I know that is something that is always coming up in all the forums that we've attended with merchants, because most of them will ask you this question: can I still get this loan when listed? The best answer to that question is you can't get it when you are negatively listed. There is the positive listing, which you can get, but there is the negative listing, which you cannot get a limit. But then if I go further, there was a question that had been asked on integration to Binance. So maybe if I could answer that this way: we have not directly integrated with Binance, but Binance, there has other methods of accepting payments, that is through the card. But on M-Pesa, we also have the virtual card. You can use the virtual card that you have on M-Pesa to actually tie your payments on Binance. So then to go further and also give us just some little tidbits on the till and on the Pochi wallet. So another revenue stream that you can consider as a business person is that if you have your till, you can actually sell airtime through your till and earn a commission of 5%. You can take that as an additional revenue stream for your business. When you have that till through the M-Pesa business app, you can actually control your business from wherever you are. If your business has so much grown that you have staff employed into your business, you can add staff onto that. Whenever they are receiving payments, you will be able to see, they'll also be able to see and confirm that they have received payments from your customers. So you are able to manage your business anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Septom. Those are the opportunities that Chris was telling us about, yeah? Seth, I think this audience knows we offer voice GSM solutions and connectivity. They don't know what else we have to offer. Can you highlight just a few of other things that we offer as Safaricom Business?
Okay, and thank you for taking up those solutions. The connectivity, that's internet connectivity, the GSM, that's voice, the SMSs for business that you're consuming, and also M-Pesa. We are absolutely awed and thankful for you patronizing those services. And do continue to use them and do continue to refer us to other businesses. You know, one of the things that grows businesses is word of mouth. Unaambia jirani yako, hata unaweza nunua hii kitu Safaricom. Ama namna gani? See, that's the best. Na unawaambia from a point of reference, from a point where you have used it and it's worked for you. So we look forward to you bringing more people into Grow and into our services as Safaricom. Now, away from those, we actually have new proposition areas that we actually are very, very much involved in and engaged in. One of them is the cloud, and this involves either private cloud or public cloud. And Chris and ourselves will be here to be able to discuss more about that, which is very important for your business. We also offer security. You know, cyber threats have become very rampant, not just in Kenya, but everywhere in the world. Every second that we are here and we are sleeping or we are working or it's during the day or at night, there are millions of people trying to attack businesses world over. And the thing about cybersecurity is that you're not able to tell where anybody is domiciled. They could be sitting here and they are hitting organizations in Taiwan. Somebody else could be sitting somewhere else in China perhaps or in Asia and is trying to hit my small business of selling shoes in Nyamakima or in town. So we have to protect our business. We have to protect our business against cybersecurity, and the only way we can do that is to partner with Safaricom, who will walk us through and show us what is it that you need to protect and how is it that you need to protect your business. We pride ourselves in taking to market what you're already consuming. Our M-Pesa service is one of the stable business platforms in the world in terms of mobile money. And we have protected it with our own security. So we are not talking about security that has been offered to others. Yes, it's true we've offered it to others, but we have also protected the biggest mobile money ecosystem in the world with our own security offering. So come on board. We also have a solution called IoT, which is Internet of Things, which enables you to be able to track your devices, your assets, wherever you are. So for example, in IoT, we have a solution called telematics. I'll give two examples actually of IoT. One, in telematics is where you have fleet vehicles within your business. And you're not sure of how that fleet is utilized or where your driver or your colleagues or workers say they are when they say they are. So it's important to be able to track the fuel consumption, the distance spent, and the engagement with that utility. The other aspect of IoT is in smart meters. The smart meters are meant to gauge and to measure and to give us an indication of how we are spending various utilities such as water. So the smart water solution is very important for any organization and for any home actually, or even constructors who have got big businesses. You can meter the amount of water that is wasted. You can also measure the amount of water that is spent per unit so that you budget and you plan around it. So the solutions are there. The IoT, the security, the cloud, and many more are here with us, and we are able to demonstrate how we are using them, how our other customers are using them, and how we can use them to transform your businesses.
Right. I'll take one of the questions here from the online team, and I think it's directed to you. So it says, my name is Janice. We appreciate the business credit accorded to our businesses. However, what is the criteria of awarding the limits? And can an aggrieved person have a platform to appeal for a higher limit?
So, I had actually alluded to the criteria that we follow. I just want to say that we have something in the form of a checklist. When a customer passes A, you mark done. So the checklist is the activity on your till or either of your wallets. You may be accepting your payments on your Pochi la Biashara wallet, or you may be accepting your payments on your till wallet. So we check your activity on that till. How active are you? Then we check that. How frequent do you receive payments? That's also something we do check. So it's on you as the merchant to actually encourage your customers to pay into your till or into your Pochi la Biashara wallet. So that is something that we're also checking. That's a major criteria that we are checking. Within a given month, we're also checking how many payments actually did come into your till. That is also something we do check. So, and another criteria that we check into is your CRB status. That will also inform whether to advance a limit or not. You may have actually checked all the boxes, but when it comes to the CRB status, we find that you are negatively listed, then that actually informs the zero limit that a customer may be having. But then all the check boxes need to be green for us to be able to advance a limit. So for the online customer, I tend to presume that she already has a limit, but then she wants to appeal to have a higher limit. So it's good that we are also considering such scenarios, but then we also have the behavioral tendency that we are looking into. The behavioral is that how have you been behaving with the credit that you have today? If we've given you a loan limit, you've taken it, how have you been behaving with it? Are you paying on time? Have you ever defaulted on it? So those are also the factors that will inform whether your limit will remain where it is, or it will grow, or it will reduce. So that is also the behavioral aspect that we also check. It's just about assessing the credit worthiness of a given merchant. Thank you.
Laura, let me ask you a question. You told us about your relationship with technology. Will you tell us your relationship with credit?
You know, you just you just read my mind, because I was just going to go into the CRB thing and ask a question in the room. How many of us understand how CRB works? How many? Anybody? Just one. Two. Yeah? Three. So, you know, as you can tell, this thing keeps coming up.
Laura, it's scary to talk about CRP. Cheza chini, but good point to educate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say is, I think it is something that that for your business loans to work, you may have to step back and educate on CRB and the impact of that. That way, now you fix the problem, and then now you come back and offer the, because it's clearly a big problem. Yeah? And unfortunately, for many of us who have started, who have been entrepreneurs, there is a point where you faltered. There's a point. Am I lying? I'm just being honest. Yeah? And maybe you've moved on, you've forgotten about it. Then the time comes now you need to borrow money. Then what happens? So I think it's important that we educate and we understand what this means for us in the bigger picture. Because you can tick all the boxes and then this is the one thing that brings you down. And then what happens? So yes, my personal experience has not been very good with credit. Yeah, because of the ups and downs of business. During COVID, the business was not so good. And then now you try to recover. You've taken loans here and there. And things are just falling apart, right? But I think it is also important to be intentional about paying back the loans you've taken, yeah? If you know you are reaching a point where you're against the wall, go and talk to the bank. Ask for grace, space and grace, and then give them a plan. I don't think there's any entrepreneur who has never had an issue with borrowing and paying back on time and all that. So it's better that we clean up our credit situations now, that we have a tool that will give us money in seconds. And I'm still blown away by that. In seconds. You all try to get a loan from a bank. And what has happened? On a title deed, letter, sijui, what, your meter, letter guarantor, and then, you know all those things I'm talking about. And the amounts that you borrow for a business are not little. So let's help each other here. Help us so that we can borrow from you. Even me, I'm asking for help. Yeah, thank you.
So to add on to what Laura said, the good news is that as Safaricom, we have actually considered the two main things that she has mentioned, that is the seasonality of the business and also the CRB bit. We've considered seasonality in the sense that we are actually checking your activity over a given period of time. So that answers to the seasonality. So don't be afraid whether, you remember the COVID period, most businesses were down. So if you were to appraise someone based on how they were performing during the COVID period, then it means you are going to kick a lot of people out. So that is something that we've considered when we are doing this. So, and to the businesses, there are seasons where you are down, having the pandemics aside, there are seasons when you are down, there are seasons when you are at your peak. So we actually look at it over a given period of time for us to be able to make a good judgment around it. For CRB, when negatively listed, so to say, that is not the end of everything. So the best thing is, if you are negatively listed and you went ahead and cleared that loan, the person who actually listed you will provide you with something called a batch number. That batch number will be your savior to access a loan. So it's not that we are checking that you had defaulted some time back and now I can't give you. Yeah. So that is also something we are checking. So it caters for everyone. Yeah.
Okay, I'll read out one more from the online audience, and then if there's any other question from the in-person audience, we can have that before we wind up. So the question here is, how is Safaricom supporting small and medium enterprises in terms of business growth and expansion? Why not have an ecosystem that fuels that through tangible capital partnership? I think that feedback we've received, and I'm hoping Seth nods, yes, we'll keep reiterating the versions of support that we have to offer you. I'll ask that when the feedback form comes up as well, just put in your asks. Let your ask be clear. The same way you're clear about what you do, be clear about what you need, because that's the only way it will be solved for, yeah? Any question from the in-person? Yes, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Mutuma Marimba, CEO of Gigabit Solutions Limited. We are a partner and an integrator of Safaricom products from the internet, We connect your bedroom Wi-Fi. You know, Wi-Fi haifiki kwa bedroom, so we are in between. We integrate your businesses to the SIP, to the Safaricom network and the ecosystem. We help protect your data in the cyber security solutions. Now, on a lighter note, you're in what? Orange, you're in green. So, branding. Now, I have some questions here. One is the M-Pesa till numbers, the pay bills and all that. As Laura said, vitu kwa ground. Vitu kwa ground ni withdraw. Usilipe kwa till because of the interagency privacy. Watu wanaogopa kutupeana kwa KRA. That's the truth. Am I lying? Yeah. Number two, when you feed your tokens, you use M-Pesa to buy your tokens. Somebody can go to Kenya Power and give namba yako and know where you live by geolocation. So that's again to you, says privacy. This about Fuliza, it's our safety net. Kuna mahali unafika Friday, unasomewa till inasaidia. And then the costs of paying, say for example, we are employers here. We pay some of our casuals. We have either to use a platform like WorkPay that has zero, or I use my bank Pesa link. I do one transaction, load the CSV, and pay all my casuals or my employees, other than going through Safaricom M-Pesa or because of the transfer charges. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sir, do you want to take those?
Niliona akitoa jacket nikajua amekuja vita.
Ukajua imeenda.
Yeah. So, matters KRA, that is one thing that he has raised. I just want to say that we are also guided by Data Privacy Act that is guiding us. Therefore, we are not sharing your data with KRA. So that is something that is now clear. On the charges, he has alluded to the charges that they are costly. One thing I know is that there is currently a work stream that is going on on the charges that we levy on the till. So once this is complete, then I think all of us will be out here to enjoy and be able to transform lives. Yeah.
Can I address what you sent my way? My name is Zell, who works for Safaricom as a marketing person. Today, my role is moderator. There's media guys over here. Yeah, you don't know. I might go into media next, so I have to represent myself as a brand myself. But yes, on a normal day, I am the guy who wears the green t-shirt, completely. Yes. All right. I do want to say that the other thing we did with Grow, we did switch it up for the Nairobi audience because of what we thought was most important for you based on the feedback we received last year. The sessions we just finished in the regions were very geared to security and data privacy. And actually, when you asked that question, I was very surprised because I can tell you how many people hailed a cab to get here. Put up your hand. Yes, please. Okay. How many people have ordered something in the last 1 week online? Okay. How many people have paid KPLC this week? Okay. So you can see the numbers. Funny enough, the 3 other questions I asked before that are the ones that tell where you are. How many people have their Gmail account on their phone logged on right now with location? Be honest. That is how we can tell where you are. It's not on the things that you think are there, but the feedback is taken. We'll make sure we bring the cybersecurity expert who we've been going around the region. They'll show you exactly how you're being tracked. If you missed out, one of the things we'll include in the thank you note to this audience is that we'll send you the recording of those sessions. He demonstrated exactly how your phone is leaking your data. And when I say your phone, it's not just the device, it's the apps you have on there. When you log on right now on an Instagram, it's Steph's birthday. Happy birthday, we've already known it's her birthday. That's data leak right there. We know where she is right now, right? We know that's the information that's pulled together. It is not as sophisticated as what you're saying. I do not know anyone in KPLC, so I can't ask for Steph's home right now. But there's free tools that sit online. I can put in your number and get where you've been in the last 5 days. So we'll send that info to you, but again, as a note to us, we will make sure that we do the cybersecurity safety session for the Nairobi cohort as well, so that you know how much data is out there. That has nothing to do with your service provider, your telco. You give it out yourself. Yeah.
Another question. Now, the Kilimanis, the Isili, the Panganis, we're having a problem with our customers. I have a friend that works in the evening, and at times I remotely help them to work on something on their computer. And how I tell amefika nyumbani, when I call him, ako mteja, because he lives in a high-rise apartment. I've tried to push Safaricom, I don't know if Marion is here, my account manager, that we've been on these ages and ages and ages. And with the upcoming high-rise building, Kilimani, Pangani, Sili, all these places, they are blind spots. The feedback I get from Safaricom, it's not from Marion, but it's not their core business to reach the blind spots. And you see, when you say we want to grow with our customers, the online buyers, the data that we need to get. Something also we need to, as an integrator, I'm looking at that as a very, very big gap. But it's governed also by regulations, because we have illegal signal boosters that don't give that service. And then the last thing on how to get your business to have presence, we have AI that help you to narrow down your search, the search engine optimizations, help you to get your keywords to beat your competitors. So, for example, I can look, for example's sake, I look Safaricom as my competitor, I pick their business profile, their vision, mission, and all that, put it in an AI, and then generate for me a SEO that I'm going to beat them, as you had mentioned about her. So, mutaniona and you may attend for that. Yeah.
There's a question at the back there.
Hello, my name is Victor Sirengo. I wear so many hats. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, so I'm a co-founder of a law firm called KSN Law and Associate Advocates. I'm also a co-founder of Traverse Culture Africa, which is an international concierge company, as well as a CBO called Kwawote, which primarily deals with solutions, offering solutions to residents in Kibera around waste management. So my question primarily is building up on whatever, I've forgotten his name. He talked about data privacy. And my question is, there was a company sometimes back called PrivPay. So PrivPay could allow people to send anonymously amounts of money through M-Pesa to other individuals without necessarily disclosing your data. And your colleague talked about a product. Your colleague talked about products that you're offering. Sometimes you'd find that you want to contribute to a charity cause, but you don't want to be known at all. But sending this amount of money would actually mean that your number will be picked up and your name. And sometimes people try to misuse that by sending a lot of messages towards your end. So is there a way Safaricom can work around that to give users an option to actually use search without necessarily disclosing details? Thank you.
So we'll take the last one from that table. There's someone's hand. Yes, there.
Good morning. My name is John Onyango Tolo, CEO, founder, Cooper Kenya. I want to ask 2 questions. Number 1, what is the difference between Safaricom Till and Kopokopo Till? Number 2, Kopokopo Till does not support B2B, and we've had that challenge for quite a long time. And then the last one, I think I've met his qualification, and I need my Fuliza to be increased now. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Kezia from Beyond Gaps Africa. We run a virtual assistance business. So we do visioning, we do managing resources, and we do business continuity. I have 2 questions. My first question is, how do you support virtual assistants without looking like we are quacks? Because the business owners who are here, they all have a to-do list after this session. And they want to register for till, pay bills, and we've been doing this for the last 4 years now. And the one challenge we have is Safaricom Business, Madam Middle says, yes, they say they do not work with agents. That is the position. Safaricom does not work with agents to do registrations for M-Pesa, pay bill, till, and the like. So how do you support us without looking like we are quacks? So the business owners who are here will have contracts with us saying, I have authorized Kezia to be the representative of my company, but Safaricom Business will say, we do not work with agents. So how do you support us on that? My second question is still on M-Pesa business. We have one challenge with transactions. I do not know how many of us here run the M-Pesa statements at the end of the month. So for what we do, because we do bookkeeping or managing resources for entrepreneurs, they will send me a statement at the end of the month. There are transactions that are missing. I have tried all manner of things with Safaricom. And the solution that I get is this entrepreneur here needs to go to a Safaricom shop and get their M-Pesa statement. And that is why they have hired me. They do not want to queue in any Safaricom shop to get their certified M-Pesa statements. So how, because what we have resorted to is we have been taking screenshots that when they pay, the accountant takes screenshots so that there are no missing transactions. Because that is, I have statements, if you can meet me behind the tent, that show my opening balance in March. When I run it today, is not the same opening balance in March when I run it 6 months down the line. So how do we solve this and make sure that these businesses and these entrepreneurs here can trust me when they make me do that job? Thank you.
All right. Sorry, guys. I will close it. I'm being pointed at and looked at with bad eyes. It's 11:30. I've gone over by 30 minutes with the panel, so allow us to just take those ones. The team is around. You will engage with them shortly, yeah? Thank you. All right, Septon, please answer the room questions.
So I'll start with the question on sharing of data when payments are done. So I want to confirm that today, even yourselves as merchants, you can check and see that you are not able to see my mobile number when I've paid into your till. So that is something that we've taken into account, data hashing, which we are currently doing. So on the next question was on Kopokopo and Safaricom Till. Kopokopo are currently called the aggregators. They are acquiring tills on behalf of us. So there is a difference. There is Safaricom till acquired directly from Safaricom. Those tills are acquired from Kopokopo. So they are different, but they are our aggregators. The next question was on the missing transactions on the M-Pesa statements. This is something that I'd like to discuss with you further so we can understand, and I also need the details so we can also be able to check and understand where the missing data is. So I'll see you after this.
Thank you, Saptan. I think Seth and Lau, please come in and give in your closing remarks as we close.
I go first? All right. So on the issue of connectivity, I'll definitely pick it up after this so that we can get the coordinates and the area. We are here to improve and to make your life better as an individual and as a business, and even for your friend. You said you were asking for a friend. Nilishika yo. Noted. Thank you. So part of the reason why GROW was established was to be able to share knowledge. And I would want to use this opportunity as a parting shot to share knowledge. All employees of Safaricom are guided by a spirit that we call the Safaricom spirit. And the Safaricom spirit revolves around innovation, it revolves around collaboration, it revolves around customer obsession. And the fourth one is innovation, collaboration, customer obsession. The fourth one is purpose. And I would like to urge each one of us, the businesses represented here, those are very small and simple, yet very deep terminologies that we can apply in our businesses to grow, to innovate, to get uncomfortable with where we are, to live a life of purpose for the business that you're leading, to be customer obsessed, such that when your customer buys from your shop online, you're worried about, did they enjoy the service? Did they get their goods on time? Were they proper? Did I sell what I said I would sell? And then purpose, it's a reason why you wake up every day. It's a reason that keeps you up at night thinking, what more can I do? How else can I serve? So for the four spirits of Safaricom, I would like us to adapt. We borrow with pride where we can and to be able to grow. Your businesses matter to us. We are where we are today, celebrating 50 million customers, not because of how good we've been, but because of each one of you as individuals and as businesses. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Yangu ni machache tu. Machache. First, I think we should not take this session lightly. It is a privilege to be called into a room by a service provider who is concerned about how your business will grow. You understand what I'm saying? For them to have grown to where they are today, there are things they know that we don't know. So let's take advantage and learn. Don't take this lightly. Number two, it is a privilege to be sitting in a room with other businesses doing diverse different things that we get the opportunity to learn from each other. We are at different stages of our businesses. How do you make sure by the time you walk out of here, you have met at least 2 to 3 new people and shared your contacts so that you learn from each other? You can never grow alone. You need others to support you. Number 3, God gave human beings the talent and the skill and the gift to discover technology for a reason. It's just not another fancy thing sitting somewhere. It's actually transforming lives today. Don't take it lightly. Stretch it as much as you can and take advantage of it to make a difference to your business, to grow it, and to change the lives of those around you. No human being is an island. In everything that you do, just know you're making a difference. And the only way you can scale is by using technology. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we give them a round of applause? Septon, Septon, before you leave, I'm told a photo. We need to have a photo. Okay, to our online audience, and we just want to thank you for your patience. There are some questions you've asked us, and I will be having Septon with me. So allow us to answer those questions, which are around M-Pesa. To you who is seated in this room, did you take the mic? Did you pick the mic? Did you ask a question? Have you commented on anything? Because by show of hand, I just want to see any person who raised a question, who asked a question, or who spoke. We have a gift for you, and I want the gifts to be given or issued to you. So raise your hand, and then we'll have people coming round to issue you with your gifts. And they are coming. So, and thank you, Zell, together with the team. We are almost coming to the tail end of this session. And for now, you'll allow us to go at the corner. We want to take you through a tour on the technology piece. So Safaricom Grow is about 4 things. We connect people to people, we connect people to technology, and we connect people to knowledge. So we've looked at people to people. You are seated amongst yourselves, and I tend to believe by now you have shared your contacts. You know the person you will need to reach out by the end of this session. So we've done that. But the second thing we want to do is then to tell you how we connect you to technology. What are the different pieces of technology? Which are these tools that we use behind the scenes? And we want to take you through that tour. It's going to take a short, just a few minutes. And then after that, we will be back on stage as we wind up this session. I tend to believe for the team at the back, we are ready for the tour. Earlier on, we talked about Safaricom Grow. We take care of all businesses, whether you are a micro business, whether you are a small business, whether you are a medium business, and even to the large enterprises. We are here to help you grow. And how do we help you grow in this digital era? We have 4 pillars, and these pillars are the ones I would want us to digress further and to take us through the 4 pillars. The 4 pillars is all about we connect your business. And once we connect you, we will then protect you. We talk about pillar number 3, which is enable, and then pillar number 4, which is transform. And in each of these pillars, we have different solutions and we have different tools that will enable businesses of all sizes, irrespective of whether you are a startup, whether you are a medium enterprise, whether you are growing, and whether you are a large enterprise. We have different solutions and tools that will help you to spur your business. And I want to welcome all of you in the room, as well as also those joining us online, as we take you through these different pillars, as well as the different products, the different solutions, as well as the different tools that we have. And we'll start off with the first pillar. And the first pillar is about connect. And I want to introduce to us these great people who are subject matter experts in the 4 pillars, and they will be digressing and taking us through what the 4 pillars entail about and how we are helping businesses to connect, to enable, to transform, and to enable and to transform their businesses. So Lewis, to start off with you, tell us more about the connect pillar. What do we do to help businesses remain connected?
So the first aspect for you to get connected, we do connect you via the voice preposition, and we have Zidisha Plus that can enable you to connect business to your customers and also business to other business in purpose, maybe for getting goods or also other communication internally for respective businesses.
Yeah. What else do we have beyond Zidisha Plus?
Apart from voice preposition, we have internet preposition. And on the internet, we provide the fiber. And apart from fiber, we also have the 5G internet that we enrolled recently. And apart from the 5G, we also have the 4G internet. And we also have the Wi-Fi on the go, that is a MiFi. With very high speeds. Here with me, I have sample for our customers who are around. For the 5G gadget, it is at 2,999 with different prepositions.
Okay, good. If our customers would want then to have their business connected with the different voice plans, you talked about Zidisha Plus, you've talked about internet connectivity, and I know around the space of internet connectivity, we give our customers a reliable and affordable and a cost-effective internet connectivity for their business. Where do they get us?
Our customers can get our services and also request for the services using *485#. Or also they can visit our website at business.safaricom.co.ke.
Good, you've heard it. The journey to digital transformation begins with a reliable and always-on connectivity, and you can access these services by taking your phone and dialing *485#, as well as also logging in to business.safaricom.co.ke. But once we connect you, the second thing we do is to try and protect you. And I'm joined with Mary. Mary, we talk about pini yako, siri yako. What does the protect pillar entail?
So for us, with the protection, besides putting a unique and strong password, then you as well need to have a multi-factor authenticator, and as well also endpoint solutions. At least with cybersecurity, you know, everyone is prone to threats in the society. We use network, and with this, you find people able to maybe click to links that are not able, that are maybe hackers have sent out, and you are there to protect them using our solutions.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first thing you are talking about is we should avoid clicking any link that comes our way, whether through SMS or through email.
Yes.
And you talked about we have different solutions, which is all about, for example, beyond your normal passwords, make sure you have multi-factor authentication. Yes. What about for the devices? Which solutions do I have? Do you have solutions that I can layer on my phone to protect myself from a cyber breach?
So for your phone, you can get an antivirus, or also endpoint solutions.
Yes.
And we are also able to train our customers on how people can get data breaches, because it's out there, and we are able to get aware of. Yes, earlier in advance.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Mary, who was then just demystifying to us around the cybersecurity space. And within this space, the journey begins with you taking your responsibility. Pini yako, siri yako, that's what we start off by saying, and educating our customers. But beyond that, beyond your pini yako, siri yako, what else can we offer you? We have different solutions, from your network security, email security, endpoint security, as well as also your web and application security. Good. So I'm crossing over to the third pillar. And the third pillar then talks about how we enable businesses. So we've looked at how we connect businesses, we've looked at how we protect businesses on cyber breaches, but then the question is then how do we enable these businesses? And I'm joined in by Moikali, who will then take us through what we have to offer. What are the tools that we have to offer to ensure that we are enabling businesses grow, and more so in this digital era?
Okay, so some of the online and digital solutions that we offer for our companies includes the Microsoft 365 and the domains, Safaricom domains. Yes, where we offer to give your company a credible identity. And also during COVID times, we were forced to work from home. Were you able to manage your team remotely? Yes? Yeah, so there comes Microsoft 365, and also where have you stored your data, your company data? We also have cloud services, and also some of you here have come with company cars. Yes, does your car have a tracker? So we offer some of the solutions like the ones I've just said. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So we enable businesses by leveraging on cloud services.
Exactly.
But over and above that, then we also have the Internet of Things solutions.
Yeah.
I tend to believe to a majority of our businesses here, the big question, and you who is joining us online, and part of the journey that we are challenged today by our guest speaker is do you have your business online? Do you have a digital presence? And how are you scaling your business? And that journey begins by you ensuring that you have a domain, and a domain is basically your online identity, and making sure that you can leverage on it to spur more growth. And enablement then comes in that particular pillar, leveraging on cloud services for you to help your business grow. More and over and above that, so where is your data? Where do you store your data? Is your data on hardware devices? For example, your drives I tend to believe we have an opportunity to ensure that you are driving business continuity plans for your organizations and for your customers' data and information by ensuring that you have a backup of that information onto the cloud. And that is where the enablement piece comes in. So we help you drive employee productivity. We have business hosting services as well as also business continuity solutions that would help you ensure that your business remains relevant and up to date. And lastly, our last pillar is around transform. Okay, and I would want us then to debunk on what does transformation mean from a business point of view? How do we as Safaricom Business help transform businesses?
Thank you, Chris, for that question. I think for me, transformation speaks to digitization mostly, yeah? So in terms of payments, in terms of your digital presence, our main presenter today asked us questions about when you search your business online, where does it show up and at what point? So we are in that space. We can support you. We are in integration. We can help you integrate payments to your many systems. We are here to support you basically in the things that we already have in existence, and even in ideas that you have. We have the resource capability to support you bring your ideas into life. So come talk to us. We'll be able to help you.
Absolutely, and you've heard it from her. She talked about the transformation piece basically entails you looking at your business end to end and how you can collect a lot of data and having that data then make meaningful results and give you insights that will help your business progress. A good example in terms of the services that we offer there is, think of it, you already have a service, your cloud services or your business online, but at the same time, what else can you layer? You can integrate M-Pesa, business payments solutions. You can have things like API and all these solutions working together to help you drive operational efficiency and to scale your businesses further. So to our online audiences and our customers in the room, I just want to remind you, within Safaricom Business and within the Grow, we have 4 pillars, and these pillars will help see your business grow. And I just want to summarize them. Leveraging on technology. How do we help you connect? How do we help you protect? How do we help you enable? And how do we help you transform your business? So we connect, we protect, we enable, and we transform your businesses. And lastly, and don't forget that for all these solutions, you can access us and you can find them by dialing *485#. Alternatively, just log in to business.safaricom.co.ke and you're going to get all these solutions. We shall be here waiting for our customers who are here in the room. And for you who is watching us online, please remember to drop a comment, to log in by dialing *485#, as well as also logging into our website, which is business.safaricom.co.ke, and get to learn more about how we enable your business with the right tools and technology, and we will see your business grow in this digital era. So thank you so much to the team, and looking forward to meeting a good number of you. Good, we are coming to the tail end of this session, and as we come to the tail end of this session, I would want to have Septon back. Septon, are you around? Septon? Sorry. Septon. There were questions for Septon. I tend to be...
Are you in business? Now, there is a new way of managing your business team. Introducing the M-Pesa for Business app, which enables you to monitor your finances and manage your business from anywhere, anytime. This app is easy to use, letting you do even more in less time. You can now pay your suppliers, pay your employees, or withdraw money directly from the till. For your business to remain profitable, forecasting your business based on past and current trends is important. The app helps you to do this by tracking money in and out through dashboards and analytic graphs. You can also view your statements in real time whenever you need to. All this helps you do things faster and smoother from the convenience of your phone, giving you the time and tools to dream big and act even bigger towards growing your business. The M-Pesa Merchant app is made for more opportunities and growth. growth. It's made for you. Getting it is easy and using it is even easier. Download the app today on Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. To apply for a business till, log on to www.m-pesaforbusiness.co.ke.
It's about time. Time to build a powerful campus network, redefining bandwidth, experience, and reliability, boosting digital production with better connectivity. It's about time. Time to offer gigabyte wireless to millions of terminals, building immersive AR and VR offices, engaging in HD conferences anytime, anywhere. It's about time. Time to bring smart machines to production spaces, keeping swarms of AGVs up and running 24/7, performing operations from thousands of miles away, leaving the tiniest flaw with nowhere to hide.